made it back from the trip to the house. Will pick me up at 1:30, and with it being a 2-hour drive down here, we got down here at 2:30 because of the central time zone change. It's about 4:37, so we immediately headed to the woods. I hadn't heard anything from him. He's down by the ladder blind, and I'm back up on the hill. Thought I'd give you a different view here. This is looking out the east window toward the south. There's been a lot of activity, a lot of ground activity out that way. And every time I'd look, I didn't never see a deer or anything, but it was I'd always spot the squirrel or something. But them squirrels have been all over this evening. It's about 57 degrees. No wind at all right now. And sunset's here in a few more minutes. It's 4:41 is sunset, so I have 30 minutes after that, but I'll be out of here before then. But nothing so far this afternoon, and that'll still a pretty good morning. Not disappointed with opening weekend. Thought I might see a little bit more activity, but still certainly seen enough deer. It doesn't take too long for it to get dark once the sun sets. But like I said, overall good hunt. The solo part's over. I think we're gonna have beans and ham hock for supper tonight. So I'll probably fry up some cornbread. Can't have beans without cornbread, so. I'll see you at the bottom of the hill.
So much shit. I told her not. You know, she makes a 55-gallon drum of this shit. I tell her that every time.
Will, what we don't eat, I got Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
We put it in quart bags, put it in the freezer. The stuff I got in there right now, to me, it's mystery meals.
Yeah.
Because I got food in there, probably enough in a container for both of us. Although I will admit, did you watch that last video, or did you just skip through it? The one on black powder.
No, I watched it.
Did you see my little comment? His third bowl of soup.
I didn't pick up on that.
You ate 3 bowls of soup.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I got enough in a container or not. That deer burger soup, you were tearing it up.
Yeah, it was good.
And I know I got chicken and dumpling in there. I got some chili in there, and I ate 3 of 5 ribs, where I'd smoked some ribs. But I always, when I cook like if I was going to do chicken noodle soup, I always cook more than I need, and then I put it in the big butter bowls, the square butter containers. I put it in there, put it in the freezer, and then when I come down here, that's what I eat. Now I like throwing a steak on the grill and a hamburger on the grill and all that. I got some hamburgers in there. I forgot my pork steak. Sorry about that, Joe, but I forgot my pork steaks. Joe and Zach Survival, that guy, I think it was White Rook 85 or it was Trey's Run Wild, one of the two. We're talking about the price of pork steaks has gone up since Joe and Zach Survival became, you know, a YouTuber, and every time Joe goes up to the tent, he's always cooking pork steaks. And a pork steak is probably about the cheapest steak there is out there, but they're good. I mean, to me, it's like It's like a ham steak, but a lot more fatter, and it's got the bone in it. And, season it up right. It's a good steak to eat. But he's always cooking one, and I never paid attention to the price of them. Hell, all the food's too high, if you ask me. Well, that's a pretty big bowl, but as hungry as I am, I might be eating 2 or 3 bowls myself.
Damn.
Shit's hot.
Well, with rubber gloves, yeah.
Good Lord, Barbie.
Told you. She made a 55-gallon drum of that stuff. And I ain't saying nothing to her.
No, I
Well,
mean,
she told me before I left, she says, I'm taking some of this soup out of here because I want to keep some for me. And I'm going, okay, what did you
she
keep?
probably kept a half a bowl worth.
Why don't you keep some for everybody?
Yeah, because first time you complain or whatever, you ain't getting it next time.
But yeah, and so I mean, I always like Barb to make this for us for our first night down here. Because by the time we get down here now, we don't want to cook. Yeah, she.
I'm the same way when I'm down here fishing, and I'll fish till dark, and then you come in, you gotta clean all your fish, and by the time I go in the camper, if I can't heat it up in a pot on the stove, I'm done for the night. Now, I don't mind the breakfasts in the morning. I take time to make a big breakfast.
Well, don't make too big a breakfast for Will. As much as I love my breakfast meals, and I do, I like my breakfast, but my stomach issues and this A1C, I've got to really be careful about what I'm eating.
Well, I was a little disappointed. I really thought we'd see something this evening because it's such a beautiful day.
Yesterday, I actually heard him walking through the woods, and he wasn't walking like the squirrels jump. You know, they'll bound 2 or 3 times, and then they're on a tree or a log or something, and then you'll hear them bound again. And a lot of times you think it's a deer, but it's a squirrel. But this one was just strolling through the woods, and you can hear him. He was dragging his feet in them leaves.
Yeah.
He wasn't high stepping. He had a steady walk to him, and I said, "That's a deer." And I looked over there, and finally I picked him up and found him.
I heard you. Nothing steady at all tonight.
But what amazes me is you know, I'm hunting a 360-degree area, and if I go back and look at the video of that buck that came through the area, I probably have him on there less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And he was far enough away that I would have never heard him. And had I not just looked out that side of the blind, I would have never seen him.
Yeah.
He would have walked. He could have walked halfway up the road and turned, and I wouldn't have known any different, because they're so quiet. How many times do you're looking, you turn your head, and you come back, and bam, there's a deer standing there.
Yep.
And that's in a field or woods or anything. It's
Well,
like
the
they
last one I
appear
shot out of that
nowhere.
deer stand, I was looking straight to the front and I just happened to look over to the left, and there was 4 deer standing there. How they got there, I have no idea. And then they saw me when I turned to look, and they ran up a bit, and that's when I shot the bigger one of them. That was the first time I killed anything out of that stand. That's a good spot. It's a good stand. It's 362. I've just never seen anything behind me.
Yeah. Well, it's never like it is on TV. It's never like it is on YouTube, where you got this big old buck just walking right through the woods, strolling along. You got him on video for 3 or 4 minutes. And
No, where we hunted, something's chasing it, and they come flying down at 100 miles an hour.
yeah, that last one I had mounted, I mean, it was a less than a 15-second decision, and I ambushed him. He was moving so quick that I just finally, it was like tree deer, and finally I got up 2 trees, and as soon as he popped out of that second tree, I busted him.
Well, that big drop time buck that I got, I watched him on the adjoining property, 200 yards out, maybe 3, and watched him walk right down the center of the field, paying no attention to nothing. Walk right down the center. I'm just waiting for somebody to pop him off that property. I know they're hunting there, so I'm just waiting for somebody to shoot him. He comes all the way to that fence in front of me, and there's a cedar tree there, and he starts rubbing on that cedar tree and pawing, scraping and rubbing all of that same tree. And I shot him, and he jumped in the air over the fence and ran about 20, 25 yards into a thicket.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's day 3, Monday morning, November the 13th. It's 5:38 in the morning. 36 degrees out. The high today 66, and we got about a 3-mile-an-hour wind, so not too bad on the wind. So getting ready to head out. Got everything ready, ready to hit the woods. Weitzman's Heil. This doe here knows I'm in here. She's a little spooked as soon as she came up. Second one here hasn't been spooked. Shoot, there's 3 deer here. Got another one right in there. That's a young one there. I was looking out the south window. Thought I heard some footsteps. Thought I heard footsteps back there. Then I turned around and was looking here, and I got deer all up in here. They're a little more spookier. probably about 20, 30 yards away. Just walked up from the bottom, from one side to the other. Squirrel trying to come up into the pallet line. It's right here on this tree. You can see him through the crack there. He's gonna pop up in a minute. I wondered if I'd ever get one up here. Oh, little feller. Well, it wouldn't be a deer hunting video if it didn't have a squirrel in it. So I guess this is official now. Okay, we got a deer coming up from the south here. He's coming up through that thick stuff. He was walking straight up here to the cabin. It's so much harder to see. Oh, there he is. There she is. west side. About 11 o'clock. I was surprised I wasn't already out of the blind or getting ready to come out of it. I haven't heard from Will, but I know he has pretty bad back issues, so I imagine he's out already. Unless he's seeing deer. He saw a couple deer, 2 does. Could have had a shot, but didn't take them. Neither one of us have an issue with shooting does. It's just a matter of time. Of course, I've seen doe for almost like last year. I'd see does early on and then waited out to that second weekend, and then all of a sudden they get real scarce. I certainly am making enough noise. That wasn't me, that was a tree. I would just like for a big old buck to come walking down the trail straight at me like they do in all these other videos you see, especially the shorts. Big 8, 10 pointers, big bodied deer just walking down the trail right up to the tree where the hunter's at. That would be nice. I'd accept that opportunity. It's better than the 5 and 10 second shots I get of one going across the woods.
try to start mine off that way.
All
Man,
right.
I'm notorious for having different phone numbers all the time because I have a government cell and the contracts run out all the time, so they switch it up.
I'm thinking this has got to
But
be
a personal cell phone.
this has got to be getting pretty close.
Almost a year now. But
It's not boiling though.
I don't think a half a dozen people got the phone number yet.
No, we ain't ready yet. Is this thing getting? We need to stoke it some more. Shouldn't have to. This is. Oh, God damn! That was freaking hot. Jesus Christ!
I'm not gonna cut that out of the video.
God damn! I did that last night too.
I got some single barrel here. Take that paint away.
Oh, man, that hurt. Jesus Christ!
It does hurt.
I did too. I did it yesterday.
It hurts bad.
Wrong glove.
I've done it as well.
Wrong glove.
I'll do it on that wood stove of mine. I'll be out there cooking something and have a pan on there and with no decent handle and grab it. And
Damn boots. These boots are
I've done
just
it.
about 15 years old and the toes are coming off of them.
I tell you what,
I'm gonna get some Gorilla Glue and try and glue them.
I bought a pair last year, but prior to that, I had a pair of Walmart Brahma boots that I probably had for 10 or 15 years as well.
Yeah.
And those things, I mean, they were holes in the side and holes in the toe, but I think I even still kept them down at the barn as what I call my slipper boot. But I went down. It might have been Orscheln's with Ricky, and you talk about somebody that knows their boots. Ricky knows boots, and I had him take me in through there, and I forget exactly what brand he had me get, but I put them on, and they were immediately comfortable, and I rabbit hunted in them last year, so they, you know, when I wasn't hunting in my mucks. That pan got a little hot on you, huh?
Just a bit.
Well, guys, this is the end of day 3, and from the stand or from the pallet line, I was able to see a total of 5 does today. I had 3 out in front of me, and then I had 1 come up from the southwest, came all the way through the thick stuff, and came out up to the north side of the blind, and then I had 1 come up from the southeast and walked across the road and went down into the thick stuff, and I didn't get her on video. The others I think I got on video. The earliest one's about 7:11 or so, I don't remember, but it's in the video. But this afternoon went back up and nothing. No activity. Everything was quiet. The woods were quiet, and didn't see or hear anything moving around. I did have a little visitor. My squirrel, he came up at that little tree right there on the side of my blind, and it's the same one. If you go back into the pallet build video, you'll see where I put a tie down strap and moved it out of the way because I didn't want to cut it down, and I wanted to leave it there. And I'll be danged if we didn't have a little squirrel come up there and peek his head inside. I might have to leave him some treats tomorrow or something. But I guess that's all I need is for them to come in there and make it a home for them. Will, you saw some today?
2 does. 2 big does. 2 big does.
Yeah.
I drew down on the first one, and then I said, you know, I'm just going to take some pictures of these guys. Put the gun down, went to pick up my phone, and they must have spotted me or something because they just trotted off. They didn't run off. They weren't scared. They just trotted off, but they sure as hell didn't come back. Let's see if I can do this without burning my
We
face.
had
Oh, it's boiling now. I think it's ready.
yeah. We checked trail cams today, and man, there's bucks all up and down the trails over by the ladder stand.
Oh shit, it's a rolling boil.
And then I had a buck on mine. One of them showed up the Friday morning, the day before gun season. Nice buck through the area. So I don't know if it's the same one I saw opening day on the south side, but this was on the north side. But it was a nice looking buck. Probably could have been the same one that I have videos of it bedded down in there. So there's bucks in the area, which to me makes it worth waiting them out. Let them does try to bring a buck in there, and we'll see what we can do.
Get your bowl.
But we're gonna have a beans and ham hock for supper tonight. I got me a Jack and Coke. I got me some single barrel select here. Some cornbread made down here. Ready to chow down.
Damn, Barbara, where the hell's the ham hocks at, woman?
Well, gentlemen, ladies, it's day 4, and we're ready to go, ready to head out. It's 36 degrees, sunrise at 6:28. Little to no wind to even mention, no precipitation today. It's going to be clear skies. It's going to be a good day today. So we're going to head on out, and I'll catch you on the hill. Well, it's 5:55. Like I was saying earlier, sunrise is at 6:28. So it's about 33 minutes. 3 minutes you can shoot, 30 minutes prior to sunrise, but it is pitch dark out here in these woods. I mean, you can see the skyline out there, but there ain't no way. We're under a new moon, so it was pitch dark all night. Didn't spook anything on the way up here this morning. That's a good sign. Maybe these deer will get up and start moving a little earlier today if they laid down something last night. I don't know. The weather's been great. I say great. It's been good. It's a little warm in the evenings, afternoons for me, but for deer hunting. But the deer, well, I say they're moving. They didn't move at all yesterday afternoon, but I guess if you don't like hunting in 22-degree weather, which I have, then it's been great weather. There's no rain, no real heavy winds. Will and I were talking last night and think maybe that's what we need, is some nasty weather, some freezing temperatures and rain and snow and cold. Because for us, the weather's been great for hunting, but it's just we haven't seen them big bucks moving around yet. So it's only day 4. We got plenty of time left. And till then, I'm going to sit here and listen to these owls hooting, and check y'all later. I got a spike right here. Well, we got a spike in here. He's headed back down the hill. That's it. It's out of sight. He came back up. He went down the hill, turned around, came back up, same spike. I'm looking at him out to southpaw right now.
It's 4:38 sunset. I thought I might have heard something on the other side of the hill here coming up. Squirrels are all running around, getting ready to head to the trees. You know, when you look at where I'm hunting from here, I'm hunting on it's kind of a ridge. I've got a hill on the west side and a hill on the east side. And even if I put this blind right in the middle, if I put it in the middle, I probably wouldn't be able to see down either side. And I chose to put it more toward the west because I've got a pretty good view down there on that. Although I get a fair amount of deer coming up from the east side. But I mean, it is half a dozen, 1 to 6 the other. If I drug it over there and set it up, then I'd be in the same boat from the west. I mean, stuff would be just coming up on the hill and be right on top of me. So I've had luck with the tent blind in this exact spot. I see no difference in switching it up. You know, this is a 100-acre property, so this isn't the only place to hunt. And Will's done hunted 2 or 3 different spots already. He's hunted a ladder stand. He's got a blind up close to the pond. He's hunted the backside of the pond and one of the executive stands. He's walked quite a bit of the south part, the trails and stuff. But I'm seeing deer in the mornings. This is the second evening that it's been a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Just not quite got anything moving. I feel like maybe if we had some colder weather or something get these bucks moving a little bit more. Of course, we're seeing them on the trail cam pictures and they're all at night, so they're nocturnal right now. Sat here for a little while longer. It's going to get dark on me. Once that sun sets, it gets dark quick. Just maybe something will come up. And if not, I'll see you down at the camper. Tonight we're going to have fried trout and fried panfish along with some bluegill. And we'll fix a pot of red beans and rice. So it should be a pretty good meal for us tonight. I'm always looking forward to that. Okay, I'll see you on the downhill side. Well, getting ready to fry up some trout here. No, I'm just talking to myself over here.
Yeah.
Getting ready to fry up this trout.
Okay. So what was that stuff you made on the stove?
That's red beans and rice.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you do.
Forgot my baskets for fryer as usual, but I got this one from inside. It'll work. I can actually probably do without it for right now.
Might have brought too many fish, huh?
We've got quite a few here.
Yeah. It's not like I don't have any left at home. I still got about 20 trout at home.
No, it's not. Says the red beans and rice is done.
Oh, okay. What do I need to do? Just go take it off?
Yeah, just take it off and bring it out here.
Ooh. Ooh.
You got 5 of them in here, so
Bam.
you're gonna have to eat some.
No, I can eat these two. That's not a problem. I can eat those two. Let's try to get me some utensils over here and look at it.
Got the trout cooking. Got some red beans and rice made up already. Some fried. I'm not talking to you, Will. I'm talking to my subscribers. I'm talking to the family out here. Excuse that outburst there. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Fine eating right there. Fine eating right there.
Oh no, fish for you is enough.
Good morning, everybody. It's day 5, and we're getting ready to head out. Temperatures starting out this morning at 40 degrees. Wind's supposed to pick up a little bit. They say about 6 miles an hour, but I'll believe it when I see it. And then high in the mid to high 60s today. So we're headed out. And we'll see you later. See you on top of the hill.
Well, it's 2 minutes after 4, and again, nothing so far this afternoon. Not a lot of stuff in the morning. I mean, at least I'm seeing some deer in the morning. But these afternoons, with the exception of opening day, I haven't seen any deer movement in the afternoon. Sunset's at 4:38, and I was looking at some Kentucky hunting websites, and they were asking, folks across the counties what they were seeing, and a lot of people are reporting the same. They're just saying the deer are locked up. It's like they're not moving. I know last year we had much colder weather. We had snow on the ground. It wasn't as warm and sunshiny as it has been this season so far. But I'm surprised. We see a lot of action at night on the trail cams, but totally dead in the afternoon. So, but I'm not giving it up. One of these squirrels is going to turn into a deer. I just feel it. And We'll just have to see what happens here. I think Will's in the ladder stand. He goes back and forth between the ladder stand and his blind. He was hunting the blind this morning. He's got actually 2 blinds out. And he ended up moving one of them. Give him a better view of a valley. Said he thought he saw movement this morning, but couldn't be positive about it. But where he moved his blind to, he says he'll be more confident if there are deer moving up and up through that little valley. It's just been quiet and peaceful. No deer movement. Well, it's the end of day 5. Got some burgers on the griddle cooking up. All the fixings over here, some lettuce, tomato, onion, ketchup and mustard. Got the fire going. Pot of baked beans getting ready to go on the fire as soon as it dies down a little. Gonna be eating good tonight. Fixing the plate up here. Baked beans, fries, and cheeseburgers. We're gonna chow down here, and we'll see you after we're done eating. Well, Willard's done called it a night. I'm gonna finish this cigar, and I'll probably do the same. Spike was the only thing I saw all day this morning. Will didn't see anything. As he come up this evening, he walked back down toward the entrance of the property and looked out in that pasture, and there were 2 does out there, and jumped the fence, and were out in the middle of the pasture. Of course, we can't hunt that. There's deer here. They're just not moving. They're all nocturnal on us. That little Spike, he's comfortable up there in that area, I guess. He feels safe up there. We'll see if he comes out again in the morning. Kelsey will be, we're gonna leave about noon or a little after tomorrow. Head back. And then Kelsey, she'll be coming down from northern Kentucky, meet me at the house, and then we're going to come back down and we'll hunt Friday morning. I guess if the big one comes out, that would be the morning I'd want it to come out. Give her an opportunity to shoot a wall hanger. But I also let her know that if all she wants is some meat for jerky and deer sticks, then whatever comes out's free game. Better take it, because our afternoons have been horrible. If you're gonna shoot it on the last day, you might as well shoot it now. Because you don't know what'll happen between now and then. But anyway, I'm gonna finish up this cigar and clean up a little bit, call it a night. We'll see you in the morning. Day 5's in the book.
Morning, everybody. It's day 6. And getting ready to head out. I didn't even look at temperatures today and all that, but I think it's supposed to
48
be
degrees.
it's 48 now, and it's supposed to get up into the
70s.
70s today. Another miserable day of
Freaking
hunting.
crazy.
Yep. So Weitzman's Heil.
Weissman's Eye.
See you on top of the hill.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm up here in the blind. Just wanted to give you a quick update. It's 43 degrees right now, and sunrise is at 6:30. It's about 6 o'clock right now, so it says it's within shooting hours. And if I were hunting on the edge of a field, we've gone over this before. If I was hunting on the edge of a field, I probably could shoot, but I ain't shooting inside here. Sunset's at 4:38. We're only going to be hunting a half a day today, just this morning hunt. We're going to probably pack up around lunchtime and head back, and I'm going to be picking up Kelsey, and then she and I'll be coming back up for a hunt on Friday, and then we'll see what happens after that. Might make that part 3, I don't know. We'll see how it goes out, but I'd like to try to get as much of these, as much of the video as I can in one shot, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so temperatures are ridiculously warm. It's supposed to be 66 degrees by 11 o'clock. The high today 71. Now, if I were in Alabama, I'd be deer hunting or pig hunting in January in a t-shirt, but I'm not in Alabama. This is Kentucky, and we shouldn't be having these warm weather. I don't know if that has anything to do with locking a deer down, but they certainly aren't moving during the day like they have been. But that's part of deer hunting. So anyway, I'm gonna turn this off and sit here and watch the sunrise for the 6th day in a row. I don't mind having bright sunny days, because I've been out here before and it seemed like you never saw the sun the whole time you'd be out here hunting, and that could be pretty depressing, but at least it has been sunny. So anyway, I'm starting to ramble. We'll talk to you later. See you when we get some action here. I can't tell if this is the spike. I think it is. Boy, he was up here before I even knew it. Walking down that other trail. I got 2 deer right here. There's 1, 2, 2 young does. They come running through the area. Well, I had a shooter buck come up in the area about 45 minutes ago. I took a shot and waited about 15 minutes. I went over to the area that I shot at him at, and I didn't see any blood at all. I saw the direction he ran, so I went back to the camper and got the four-wheeler. Will's up here with me, and couldn't find any blood up around where I shot him, but I've been walking where I saw him run, and I just came across some of this blood here. There's blood here. There's blood up here a little bit. So I'm gonna take my time and walk. It's been about 40 minutes, so hopefully he's bedded down and bled out. So we'll see. Good Lord, the thing was right here in front of me. I was right here on this log, right over here looking for blood, and he's sitting right here. And right back up on top of the hills where I shot him at. He just came straight down here. Nice little 6-pointer. Big body on him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a little tip there. Okay, well, let me call Will and get him down this way. Hey, Will, this little boy came out about 10:30. I had just looked at my watch and I was like, well, I got about 30 minutes more before I'm gonna head down the hill. We're gonna call in the morning. And he come walking up from the bottom of the hill on the west, down by the camper, came up there. He was on this side of the treetops for the canes. And once I got him in a clear opening, I shot. He bolted off down the hill here on the east side. Couldn't find any blood at all up on the hill. And I got Will up there with me, and I showed him where I thought it was at. I showed him where I thought it ran. I said he either ran on top of the ridge down or he ran down in that valley. But I felt like he ran down here on the top of the ridge. Probably about 20 feet or so out, I was watching the ground. I found some blood on the ground. I'll show you a couple pics of those. Stepped across the log and there he was, like 10 feet in front of me, laying dead. So nice deer, nice buck. He's not one of the monsters we've been seeing on trail cam, but he's a good bodied deer and he'll make some good summer sausage and all. So okay, well, bucks in the books.